it's good for him.
Yes.
I'm excited for him.
You talk to people so that when he's videoing that people are talking.
Oh,
Go off and go do
Ready to
things.
get away, right?
Exactly, but that's good.
Yeah. Excited. The horseshoes were the player of the week. I think you got that a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, for like special teams and offensive player, and then these were for like for like wins.
Wins and assignments. You know, if you did what you were supposed to on that play. You know, going further and getting a cut block or you know, you score, anything like that.
Yep. And then oh yeah, we got the. Yep. And that's basically all. They're all the same ones.
Today to honor Bryndon and Noah, and I want you to know that we just figured out that how we were going to go about doing this. And so parents, y'all come on in, because without them, none of this is possible. And one of the things that I always tell all our athletes is, at some point in time, Bryndon and Noah, make sure you tell your parents thank you for all the trips that they've made and putting food on the table for you to get bigger, faster, and stronger. Are y'all coming too? Get over there. Where's Mama? Good. It's a special day, and I said I wasn't quite sure how we were going to go about doing this, and then the guys told me that who's going first? Noah. Noah's going to go first. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this had to be sent to me because it's this long. Noah SanMiguel, District 3, 3A, first team wide receiver, academic all-district. District 3, 3A, unanimous first team specialist. 3A, All-West Texas wide receiver. All-West Texas super team kick returner. Padilla Pole, 3A, Division 2, all-state second team specialty. 66th Annual Collins Street Bakery, Texas Sports Writer Association, Class 3A, all-state honorable mention kick returner. Those are the accolades that Noah received during his senior year. One of the things that I'd like to share with you is that his nickname is Water Moccasin, and when you get him the rock, he does some great things. One of the stories that I'd like to share with you as we go through the playoff run is in Spearman, game plan was to put Noah and JJ in the backfield, and we didn't do very well on offense in the first half. In fact, we didn't have the ball until the second quarter. But in the second half, I look over to Noah and I said, and we're going to run Redskin. And so I said, hey, Noah, make sure you take the jab step and you're going to pop this thing. Remember that? Okay. Now, those weren't the exact words that Coach Sign used, and Noah's not going to share that with you right now. But as he took that step and he gets through the line, my arms go up because I knew it was 6, and he wiggles all the way through, and then at the end he runs over and does his little jump, and Bryndon picks him up, and it's just awesome. And so what a wonderful memory about that. And then what I want you all to understand is that when we played Childress at Abilene, we were 14-point underdogs. And going into that ball game, the first drive of the second half, they've got 2nd and 2 inside the red zone. They decide to throw the football. We get a sack, we get a stop, and the rest of the game was history. However, there's a 4th and 13, and we have the ball on our own 23-yard line. And voodoo was the call. And I'm trying to talk to all the coaches, and all the coaches are up there, and I said, hey, what do you guys think? Well, we're going to fake it on 4th and 13 from our own 23. And not one coach says anything to me, okay? And I'm thinking, well, I don't think they like this call very much. And so as Caden rolls to his left and the ball's in the air, and I'm like, oh, dear Lord, please catch this or they're going to fire me. And Noah makes a huge catch, and I think that was a huge turning point in the ball game. And then Caden hits Wesley down the sideline, and we score on that drive, and we beat someone 40-36 that we were supposed to lose to by 2 touchdowns. That's not the best part of the story. The best part of the story was the first guy that ran from the middle of the football field to me was Noah SanMiguel. And he grabbed me and he hugged me and he said, love you, coach. And he said, we did it. Something I'll remember for the rest of my life. So this is the water moccasin. This is Noah SanMiguel and Noah. Only thing, well, both sets of parents that you did, you should have held them back. I'd like to have you for one more year. But best of luck at Sul Ross. So big round of applause for Noah SanMiguel.
I just want to say thank you to the teachers in the office for allowing y'all to be here for a special moment. And I want to thank all of the coaches for being behind me and allowing me to be here right now and sign with Sul Ross. And especially for my family for also being behind me and just following me and doing whatever they need to do for me. And I love y'all.
Me too.
Okay. Bryndon Robles, District 3, 3A, first team offensive tackle and defensive tackle. Academic All-District 2016 Texas Associated Press Sports Editors Class 3A All-State Football Team. Honorable mention offensive lineman. 3A All-West Texas Defensive Lineman, All-West Texas Super Team, Offensive Lineman, Padilla Pole 3A Division II All-State First Team Offensive Lineman, 66th Annual Collins Street Bakery Texas Sports Writers Association Class 3A All-State Honorable Mention Offensive Guard. And I failed to mention that Noah's being recruited as a receiver and as a kickoff returner, special returner. And I want you to know that Bryndon went to Sul Ross, and Coach Sine says, I think you can fit in. I think you can play center. You got really good feet. Their coaches are going to try him out at guard. I know he can do it. He can pick it up extremely well. When you talk about Bryndon Robles, you want to talk about possibly the greatest comeback player in the history of high school football. Okay, and how many of you know that Mark Berman's role at ESPN is dwindling a little bit? Okay, but you'll always remember him saying rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. Okay, and I want you to know that I got this memory. All right, and it was from his junior year. And then we got a defensive turnover. Everybody's pumped up, and Bryndon's got the rock, and he's rumbling and bumbling and stumbling, and I'm like, okay, just get down, and he goes down, and he was hurt, and I thought, oh my goodness, we're really in trouble, and a torn ACL, and not many people can recover from those things. Bryndon did. He came back bigger, he came back faster, and he came back stronger. And he spent a lot of time in Doc's office, and Doc held him back and held him back and held him back, and then, you know, he's kind of hard to hold back. He's a big old boy. He's about 260, okay? But he just kept working, and he kept working, and kept working. He turned into be voted on as a team captain. And then you look at all these accolades that he got. It was really, really amazing. And he was an anchor for our offensive line. We had 4 seniors on our starting offensive line that I will truly miss a great deal. And Bryndon was really a great role model. The other thing that I'll tell you about Bryndon Robles is that when Bryndon and Noah were 7th graders, there were 43 young men that wanted to play football to become a Sonora Bronco. They were the Colts. There's 43 of them. They're a very special group. And they went undefeated that year. Also know that I know exactly where I stood when I told them that I was leaving. I know exactly where I stood when I told them I was coming back. 18 of those guys stayed together, a very close unit. And now these 2 guys, along with Kate, are going to play at the next level. It's really amazing. throughout that time span, I'm not quite sure Bryndon was all bought in on going back to the spread. But Bryndon Robles is a team player, and it was really neat to see the transformation of kind of buying in, but not so. But then you went all in, buddy, and I'm truly grateful for that. So I really do appreciate it. And the other thing that I have a great memory of is we're going to try and replicate this memory. Okay, I'm not sure it's going to happen. But, nothing ventured, nothing gained, okay? So, hey, Bryndon, if you would, step over there, okay? And, this really may not be very good. And if it's not good and somebody puts it on Facebook, we're really in trouble, okay? Ah! Hey, I want you to know, Bryndon Robles is a wonderful young man. He and Noah are going to do great things at Sul Ross. Hey, big round of applause for Bryndon Robles.
I just want to thank all y'all for coming out and showing the exact same support that you all showed throughout the season. And I'd also like to thank the teaching staff for showing their patience and their involvement with our sports and truly creating great student athletes here at Sonora High. And our coaches, really involved in this program and through all the long hours, the good and bad practices, the bad attitudes from teenagers, and but really, I think all the laughter made up for that. And my team, we had a great year. You all showed us and me what it means to be a team player, and I hope that you all take something from me that you all gave to me. And my family, I couldn't do it without them. They showed me every day that they were my biggest fans. And because there wasn't a day that I didn't go home and they didn't ask me how my day went, how my practice was, what I could do to better myself and my abilities and make me a better man. So I just want you to know that I love y'all. You got to read this book, and we had talked about it before it came out. And Sunday I spent 5 hours reading this book. And the name of the book is Culture Defeats Strategy. I want you to understand that Bronco Nation, this doesn't exist anywhere else. And the culture that you have in Sonora is amazing. And for us to have people go play at the next level, be in this small town in West Texas, it was going to continue forever. So, huge round of applause for Bryndon and Noah. And they're going to sit down tonight. As they get set and ready to sign and take some pictures, they will still be wearing the red and white and be Lobos of Sul Ross. And also, if you'll look up top, Coach Favila is a graduate. He's also an alumni of Sul Ross. There is a statue of Coach Favila in Alpine. It's not real tall, but it's there. Hey, let's get him. Sorry. Sorry, man.
you do down here.
Congratulations.